What's up guys, it's your boy Crobe and here with another one. Alright, today we'll be looking at the new release Deepin 20 which came out on the September the 11th 2020. We'll be focusing on the changes developers have made and help you, the end user, to whether deem it as your default operating system or not. Of all the Linux distribution ever developed, Deepin OS is on the list of the most attractive operating system under the Linux name. It is also worth noting that it is also known to be one of the operating systems under the Linux name that gives privacy concerned users goosebumps. This is due to the collection of sensitive data from the users, which might ring some bells to why many of us switched to Linux from Windows and Mac OS. Nonetheless, let us dive in. Right, now as we see here, we have a post of Deepin 20, a very nice slogan. The innovation is going on, and that's actually true, because when it comes to Deepin OS, it is one of those innovative operating systems, as we can see right over here. Now I'm expecting to see something like this. Now what has changed? So they have changed the unified style. Looks something like that. Now they have removed the settings from the sidebar here and made it its own window there, which is something that was a bit concerning. And now we have a dual kernel here. We get to decide whether we want to use 5.4 or the 5.7. Very interesting, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, and now we have something like this. So yeah, let us dive in and see what has changed. And now we are here on the installation menu, where we are prompted to choose which installation method would you like to go on. So again, when it comes to stunning or attractiveness, as you can see, this boot up splash over here, it is very gorgeous, something that Deepin has never disappointed users on. So let us just wait for this to finish and we'll continue with our review. And now we are here on the installer, English, so I'm going to select English here, but then there are also a number of languages here available to be selected for those that are interested or speak those languages. Now the most concerning thing for many people is the EULA right here, the user the user license agreement right here. So let's just check this one out first, and well, let us see. So give us a brief information here saying what this is all about. So welcome to the user experience program. The user experience program is a network service developed and operated by Union Tech Software Technology. Yeah, they are affiliated with this. So again, to facilitate the improvement of the user's experience. Now this is something that is very concerning for many users, because what they do is they grab information of your system and so forth, so on. So it is very scary for someone who is concerned about privacy like myself. So here it goes on with the service. The hardware, application, software, and operating system information of the computer running with Deepin OS can be collected and analyzed to determine the further improvement of Deepin OS. Now just think of it this way. So every single application that you're going to install on Deepin OS, I'm not sure whether side-loaded applications will also be collected, but if they are, then it's very, very scary. So it goes on and on. For those who are interested, you can download it and you can come through this, but then just this line over here, it's a bit scary for me, and I don't really have anything to do that. And then here down here saying, if you do not agree any term of the screen, please do not activate the program. So you have a choice whether to deactivate it or activate it depending on your preferences. And now here, when we go to the EULA, which you have to, you don't have a choice, you have to agree. Gives us something that, well, basic obligations that we have and that they have. Based on the Linux kernel, the software is integrated with open source software, selected, customized, and developed by the Deepin community. This software is an open source operating system and complies to software license agreement of all open source software components project on which the software relies. So okay, I cannot scroll. Okay. And so forth, so on. So you guys can go on and read this for those who are interested. Unless being replaced by newer version, the EULA applies to any version of Deepin software and its related updates and usage of source code, regardless the way how the software is delivered. So well, I'm pretty sure all of us understand what's going on here. So I just want to go down here and see something. Okay. Alright, so you guys can go on there. Now I will not continue. Okay, yes. I will not continue because I've already have this installed. So we're just going to go to that. But otherwise, you just come here, whether you want to encrypt this disk or not, and you'll press start installation right here. Very, very clean installer here. I must give it up for them for that. So we're going to the desktop and we'll take it from there. And now we are here. Very sleek looking. I love the background. I love the option here. Let's go into advanced options. Well, there's nothing there, so we're just gonna launch this one right here, and let us go to our desktop. Alright, and now we are here on our setup. I've already installed it, and now we have landed here where we are prompt to choose our keyboard layout here. So I'm going to say USA there, keep it like that, and again you can choose your location. So where am I? No, somewhere there. So let's go on. Again, this is just for testing purposes, so you guys might want to save it to your precise location and so forth. So I'm just gonna say random here, 1 2 3, and go on. Again, it's a very sleek looking Linux distribution. Let's go in here. Alright, so yes, we are using Ethernet, and we are now going to tune our system. So I think this is going to take some time, so I'll pause the video here again and we will continue once this whole jazz is finished. Alright, and now we have put it up to the lock screen over here. Very interesting. As you can see down here, we are running Deepin the version 20, the community edition here. So let us log in and see what it has for us to install. Alright, now so we have put it up here and we are prompted with this nice gorgeous looking welcome screen here, where you can play the video if you so wish, and just basically shows you of Deepin 20 and what the changes they've made, but I'm not going to play that. So we go here, you can choose between two desktop mode, fashion mode, which is more of Mac, and you can choose the efficiency mode, which is more of Windows. So we'll go with this one instead. Then here we can again choose the running mode, so you can choose normal, or you can choose the effect one, which I feel that it just it's very flashy and it consume a lot of resources out of your system. So I'm going to go for the normal one. And then when we come here for the icons, there are 1 2 3 4 5 different type of icons that you can choose from out of the box. So we're just gonna go with the classics right over here, and that is pretty much it. So we can again change this in the icon in the control center there. Now the first thing that one might notice is that we no longer have the sidebar here. So settings has its very own dedicated Alright, so we don't have any settings here anymore. So let me just take this off. Let's go back to notifications. We don't have any settings, are not here anymore. They have now their own dedicated window, which is something that I really appreciate, because like, well, settings out there didn't really look good. So now we have a separated window for settings, and it just looks well. Now you wonder in the corners there, I did some shoe tinkering before the video, so again you can change that in here in personalization. You can just switch this on and it will go back to normal. So you see that it will shape them like that. So we're going to go with a light theme for now, and I'm going to turn off this Windows effect, because otherwise it's just going to be laggy here in the virtual box. So yeah, this is pretty much it. That's one change that we've noticed with the settings there. And so when we go to the start menu here, this is more or less of a Windows start menu, but you can always change it to a Mac like start menu, which looks something like this. So that's something you guys can also look up to. You might consider looking at, and then you can always, I think, drop it into something like this. Okay, not sure why, but anyways, I think this would be way better if it was a touch screen. So my screen is not a touch screen, so I don't really feel it. Otherwise, I'm just going to change to one. Change the simple one here. As you can see, we have the normal applications here. So we have well, file manager, we have the terminal, text editor, app store, media players there, and we have a full version of LibreOffice here, which is something good, that we have Teams as a webcam or a camera there. And now we'll just go into the app store here and see what's happening in there. Well, I love the wallpaper, it just blends in with everything, and I think I can change it anytime, at any moment, given moment that is. And here is the app center. Now the first thing you will notice is this. So this is here on Deepin, you can actually sign up, and you have your Deepin ID, which you can use to for your cloud, Deepin cloud, and so forth, so on. But then there are some people that are very strict with their privacy, and they might find this a bit well, they might be a bit skeptical about that, cause yeah, it's too much. I mean, like, it's just easier for them to identify you. Like I read there in the installer that any app that you install, when you opt in the EULA there, they'll collect that information that you use in the specific app, and so forth, so on. They're saying just to improve the system, which, well, I don't really agree with. So well, looks like my internet is slow. We're just going to put up the terminal here and see how much of our resources it's actually accumulating. So it is basically running on 521 megabytes of RAM, and I signed it with 2 GB RAM right there, as you can see. Now I'm quite confused, it's saying available here. I'm using that. It's really hectic, but anyways, those who know will know. But otherwise, guys, this is Deepin, and it looks very sleek. So we have the options here, and only one word for this: it looks beautiful, but then what's under the hood is something else. So it looks good, but then, well, let's go under the hood. Yeah, about that. So you might get a skeptical there with, if you are that type of person who really is concerned about your privacy. Here it is. So you can opt in or out, and if you like, you can. If you don't want to, then this is, I think this is another way just to support the developers. So if you really want to support the developers who are using this as your daily driver, you might as well consider doing this, because, well, it will help them. So again, you can always it's very simple, self-explanatory, agree and you confirm. But this is for training, this is for testing purposes, and you can see the end. I think we have updates, if I'm not wrong. So check for updates. Should be the latest update, because I downloaded it yesterday. And yeah, while we're still doing that, you can still check here when you would like to have your updates. So you can automatically down updates, and well, then you switch it on to automatically download. So yeah, see, this is something like, it reminds me of a Mac now. I don't have control when I want to update. So I mean, it reminds me of Windows, so it just automatically updates. What if I don't want to update? See, that's the thing. That's the concerning thing about this. So as you can see here now, with Deepin 20, the community edition here, 64-bit, and other information there. As far as power is concerned, you can see in here. Okay, now I am plugged in, and these are basically the settings here. What else can we talk about? So okay, let's go to Deepin ID here, and here you can sign in, or I think you have to sign up because I don't have an ID, and it's telling us here only supported in mainland China at present. So well, I'm not in China right now, so it's useless to me. I think it's useless to me. So that's that. Right, that's for settings. Again, let's just be mesmerized by this. Just love the way it looks. It just feels really good. Just imagine having your friend staring at this. God, they will never want to look away. So I want to check the text editor here. Now, I love coding. I do web development most of the time. I was actually working on something here. Started working on something, I must say. HTML here. So again, interesting, very interesting. So that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to go too much into it, so you guys will let me know in the comments below what you think I should actually do on this specific Linux distro, and yeah, and I will do just that. So I will not uninstall it until you guys tell me when what I should do or what you want me to do. And then this is our task manager here. As you can see, very interactive. So yeah, we're just going to shut down the system and conclude. So again, here you can see you can monitor your system down here. So we're just going to shut this down. Alright, so the final say for Deepin Linux over here is that if you're someone who loves flashy things and you care about how things look, the UI of the operating system, then you might as well opt to consider this as your Linux distribution. But then if you're the type of person like me who really considers privacy over everything, then I would not recommend you to do this and then just go for something else. So that is that, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.